Today is Sunday, April 11th, 2021. As you can tell, I'm feeling much better than I was yesterday. Oh man, yesterday was rough. But yesterday was not entirely unexpected. Apparently, it is very normal to experience what I was experiencing. It's detox. That metal taste that was dominating my mouth was that bad stuff coming out. All of those years of environmental toxins being drawn out. The problem is that I didn't anticipate just how strong the detox reaction would be, so consequently it hit me really hard. Well, now that I know that, I'm following Hoxie's instructions, which is to stop, get better, and then resume, only taper down the amounts of the tonic and of the pills that I take. So I will regroup and probably start back tomorrow. Instead of 4 tonics a day, maybe I'll do 2 and spread them out between morning and evening. And instead of the herbal medicines, the capsules, instead of starting those, I'll wait another 10 days to start those. But when I do, instead of 4 capsules 3 times a day, maybe what I'll do is 2 capsules 3 times a day, or 1 capsule 3 times a day. I'll see. I just will see. But I feel much, much better. It's good to be back in the land of the living. Anyway, I'm at peace, even with situations like yesterday, waking up feeling really badly. I accept that. I accept that because this is a trial. Trials by their very nature are unpleasant. However, what they accomplish in us is great and immeasurable in their return, in our character, in our will, in our heart. I will, through this experience, end up more compassionate and more generous and more sensitive because of the suffering that I've gone through and because of how many people have reached out to me and to Serena during this time to help us in various ways. And that's a great return for this trial, not to be underestimated, not to be diminished in any way. So for that, it's all worth it. And it seems that it's almost a daily, if definitely a weekly event for me to get a message from someone that says that my trial is somehow inspiring, helping, encouraging, challenging them, and drawing them closer to God. It makes it all worthwhile to me. To me, this whole trial is me being given the podium to be able to speak to a large audience and preach a sermon, only rather than having formulated my thoughts in some eloquent presentation, it's me going through a difficult time while holding fast to my faith, to my God. And that is incredible. It's beyond words. But I gladly accept this responsibility this opportunity to give testimony of the Lord and what He can do through us by the power of His Holy Spirit. Jesus said that He is the way, the truth, and the life. And for sure, He made a way for me. He is the truth that I embrace, and He is my life. Everything inside of me that is good, He is my life. So, on to the next part of this day. The next part is a little sad, but I'm prepared for it. And here is the sad task that I had to perform. It's been a couple of months, I believe, since we had to put our poor little cat down, our Precious. And it's only now, because of the craziness of the cancer, that we've had time to get his ashes and spread them in our backyard over where his brother was laid to rest. Precious was my closest cat, and I will miss him terribly, but I will see him again someday. And so I say goodbye to my good boy. My good boy. So the rest of my day has been incredibly pleasant. Let me tell you that Serena and I had some visitors, some friends that really are family. I think the best word to call them is family. And so dear to us, so incredibly dear. The three of them came to visit, and we had just such a nice time. Just wonderful. And it was just enjoyable. Someone else came and dropped off some food that they meticulously prepared, because my diet is so strict right now, and this individual, she just overwhelms us each time with the precision of what she follows in preparing something for us. And she blesses our heart each time we see her. And I probably would have made this video a little earlier, but I somewhat forgot, because I've been, for the last 2 days now, researching an older technology that has been suppressed for 50 years. And this technology could very well be the cure that I've been praying about, that you've been praying about for me. I am planning tomorrow to have conversations with a lot of people. Because of today being Sunday, I wasn't able to reach a couple of key individuals, but I was able to reach one. And this technology is incredible. My neighbor has lent us a book, and she and I were having just a brief talk yesterday. And I mentioned a particular technology, and she said, "Oh, what about this other technology?" And I said, "I've never heard of that." She said, "It's in the book that I lent you." And she showed it to me, and I looked, and immediately it resonated with me as, wow, this makes sense. This makes sense. And then I started watching some videos, investigative videos, and it resonated with me even more. And then I started finding TED Talks on it, and it resonated even more. And it makes sense. I'll tell you what it is. It's called Rife technology, named after the researcher, the inventor that came up with this. This technology literally obliterates cancer. It just dissolves it. And I'm planning to buy one of these machines. and use it as part of my therapy, part of my treatment. But I am so excited. I believe that God, in His grace and goodness, has led me to the equipment, the solution that will make this all go away in time, and sooner than what even I'm doing now. I'm still planning to do what I'm doing now, only in a diluted form in order to be able to tolerate it more. And I still have to keep my diet for the future. I realize I'm getting older now and I need to improve the way that I eat. But this machine, it's fairly expensive, but God had already made a way. There have been a couple of people that have made some very generous gifts for us, and the money's there. God has provided the resources to get this machine that will very likely be the key that God uses to save my life. That is amazing. Something else. Again, I thought I should have made this video sooner, but then I was distracted looking up information and researching the Rife machines and which one. Right now, the big challenge is to know which one. There are so many out there still. So I'm looking into that, but I realized that it wasn't that distraction that caused me to not complete today's video. There was an unexpected phone call that I just hung up with. Someone I haven't talked to in such a long time, at least 10 years, I would think. I think it's been that long. But this is someone that when he was in college, I mentored him on real estate and investing, and he ended up getting into it. And I remember sitting with him also when he was trying to make a career decision, and I remember having discussions that helped him make the decision on his career, the career that he happens to be in now. And he just wanted to reach out to me to say, I just want you to know that I really appreciate you for the time in the season that you were in my life. Your mentorship was invaluable to me. So it's always so awesome to hear that. I don't think that I'll ever grow old of hearing that. It warms my heart. And it reminds me of the value of the prayer that I adopted so many years ago. I love praying, God, allow me to be something to someone. And by that, he knows what I mean. I don't need to elaborate, but I will for you. What I mean by that is that perhaps someone needs a mentor. Perhaps they need a father figure, an uncle, a figure, a pastor, a consultant. Whatever God sees fit to use me as in someone's life to add value to their life, that is what I want, because I am here to do my Father's work. I've been put on this world, on this earth, and I've been saved to be about my Father's business. And so for me, when God answers that and he brings someone into my life that I can be there for, whether it's a short season or a long season, it might be a couple of months, it might be a lifetime, for however long, what an honor it is. What an honor to play a role in someone's life, you know. I'll never know the satisfaction of a son or daughter kissing my face and saying, Dad, you've taught me so much. Dad, I'm so grateful for all the years you've poured into me. I'll never know that. And yes, in so many ways, I regret not knowing that. But at least God's mercy has been there for us. And I do know what it's like to be there for someone, to fill a need, that God would have me fill, to play the role faithfully, to be the person that was there for someone without selfish motivation, without an ulterior motive, to be there just because God's love compels me to be there. And the fact that I could even do that and would even want to do that is testimonial of God's transforming love in someone's life, like me. And it's amazing. I am blessed by the words that my friend and brother shared, and at the end he asked if he could pray for me. And I was blessed by his prayers and by what I know will be his continued prayers. And so proud of him, so incredibly proud of him. He's happily married. He has 3 beautiful kids, and they're doing things right. I'm so proud of him. Big smile on my face. What a way to end the day.